What's good, guys? It's your boy CS. In this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate your way around Pump.Fun and also the reason why people use Pump.Fun. So Pump.Fun, just for those who don't know, there's the definition here, which is a Solana-based marketplace. Ultimately, anyone can create a coin and then stick it on Pump.Fun and naturally and organically make it grow from there. The issue, before I go into the issues, the reason why Pump.Fun is probably the single-handedly most valued place for meme tokens right now is it's just cost efficient and it's very, very quick and easy to use, because once you have something on Pump.Fun, you can migrate it, if it gets that far, to Radium and then to Dex Screen in a very organic and natural way, as it creates a liquidity pool. But the other reasons are that many people are just sick of Ethereum, the actual ecosystem of having to pay extortionate gas fees. And then with other ecosystems, nothing else really rivals Solana. And so that's why a lot of people use Pump.Fun. It's just one of the easiest ways to really launch a coin. And it has surpassed Ethereum as well within daily revenue back in July. So Pump.Fun is no joke. It is very, very serious stuff and something that you can take a look into once you have more time. In terms of the experience I've been getting, I've been working on ground zero projects. Now, in order to make a project actually work, you have to actually understand that anyone can launch a coin on Pump.Fun. Whether it is a success or not is a different story. That is because if we go onto Pump.Fun, right? Actually, just before doing so, for those that want to invest in Pump.Fun coins that I'm going to basically be sharing, again, not financial advice, do your own research. If you want to invest at your own accord. But if you do want to invest and you don't know how to get started, basically you need to download a wallet. So I've got a Phantom wallet. I think Soulflare is another wallet, but Phantom wallet is the wallet of choice that the majority of people use on Solana. So Phantom, Phantom, Phantom. And once you've downloaded it, you go into receive, and then you can copy your Solana address there, right? In order to send money, again, this will be very dependent on the jurisdiction you're in. But if you have access, let's say, to Coinbase, you can buy Solana of Coinbase and then you can send it to your wallet of choice, right? That's how it would operate. And then you receive your Solana, like I've got here, and then it would appear on my wallet. Thereafter, if you click on the bottom right, which is the browser, and then number 3 is literally Pump.Fun. So it's already there for you. It's already bookmarked. You're now on Pump.Fun. And as you can see, it's a very, very crazy, chaotic atmosphere for those who've never really used Pump.Fun before. And so all these different memes are getting smashed at you left, right, and center. And ultimately, what you should understand is there's probably tens of thousands of coins getting created per day, right? And maybe only like 5 to 10, maybe 15 of them actually make it to Radium. And that's with a dedicated team, with a good project. They've created a Twitter, they've created a Telegram, they created all the necessary socials. Ultimately, a website as well is also very handy. And they're the ones that are going to succeed. And so when looking at ground zero projects, you're literally getting in at the bottom if you do on Pump.Fun. And if a community holds it all the way up, I think we'll have a look in a second, to around 60k market cap, it gets migrated over to Radium. And so in order for coins to actually get to Radium and get onto Deck Screener, etc., they do take time. They take like an hour or two. But in order to do so, you need to have a solid core team. And that's where, obviously, I've been spending a bit of time in the trenches with different developers. And currently, I'm doing so. And probably there's another coin that will come out in due course on Sunday. That's another coin that I'm working with a dev. Again, they've got the money to push a project forward, whether it's like a fast pump or a slow burner and it's going to go on for days. I don't know. I have not got a crystal ball. I don't know. But Pump.Fun, what you need to understand is 10,000 of projects get released per day, and hardly any of them make it because they don't have the marketing, they don't have a budget, they don't know how to pay for things like bots, Deck Screener, Game.com, Moontalk, and then Deck Screener ads, and then other things which bring in volume like a fatality bot and other things like that. They don't have that. And then calls and stuff like that afterwards. They don't have that kind of firepower. And so none of these coins that we're going to look at will actually ever make it to Radium because they just don't have, like I said, all those things, the community, the marketing, the ads, the website, the socials, etc. But let's just say I pick this one, right? It's a Borat one. Very nice, right? It's a Borat coin. What you can do is you can go here and then you can enter, I want to put in 2 Sol, 5 Sol, whatever it will be, right? Into this project. Before doing so, obviously, we want to know about the project. So there's the description. In Kazakhstan, we have a saying, very nice. If many of you have seen Borat, then you'll understand it. And that's all we've got to go off, right? And it's got a Twitter and a Telegram link. Again, I'm not really going to check them out because I'm not going to invest in this, but just something for you to be aware of. And then when the market cap reaches 57k, all the liquidity will basically migrate after being deposited into Radium and then be burned. And that's where thereafter a lot of teams don't know what to do. They're very inexperienced. And you got to remember, even with Drive, for instance, like that was my first coin. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't have the experience. Now, after spending time with a few different people within this particular sphere, I've understood how the game works. Again, I'm not saying this is financial advice. I'm just guiding you through my experience of what I've gone through and what to look at. And so this is what the chart would look like if I click there. If I go and buy and sell, you can also see the comments, and you can make a comment if you do invest in it. And then you can also see the transactions, the live transactions that go through. And that's basically how Pump.Fun works. And once, or like I said, tens of thousands of coins don't even make it. But let's say 5 or 10 of these coins, let's say one coin, right, gets through to Radium. Well, what do I do then, CS? How do I eventually sell? Or how do I take out my initials? Or how do I do this? How do I do that? Good question. So what would happen is it will go to Deck Screener or Dex Tools, and you can type in the contract address. So let's see this one. Oops. You can just copy that and then wait. You might have to wait a good 15-20 minutes till it migrates over, but eventually it'll go to Deck Screener. And when you copy in that address into Deck Screener, it will then show the pool that it belongs to. Bear in mind, there might be a fake chart where it'll just say 99% has been, liquidity has gone. Make sure you put the correct address in, because it might have a separate or updated profile on Deck Screener. And also check in with the Telegram or the Twitter to ensure that it is the very much same contract address or token that correlates. And then when you go back to your wallet, if you kind of scroll down like that, it will then appear here, well, underneath where Solana is, let's just say there. It will then appear with the new coins. And that's when you can start, buying more or selling more of that particular coin once it goes to Radium. But again, the one thing that I wanted to ensure everybody is aware of is that Pump.Fun is not a guaranteed win because of, as you saw, look at the chaos that ensues. Let's go back onto this, right? So this one, and also if you look at the top, this is King of the Hill, right? So this did really well at one point, but as you can see, it's not got a dedicated team and everyone just sold off, unfortunately. And that's why when working with people, or I'm trying to work with certain people, we're looking for projects that can actually go above and beyond, right? That can go to Radium and hit over 500k market cap. Again, there's no promises here, none from myself anyway. I don't control who buys and I don't control who sells. I'm not in control of a market myself. But what I can say is that getting in at ground zero, these, let's pick another one, are like 12k market cap. You're going to be getting in at such ground zero level on any project that I associate myself with that really you can't, I'm not going to say you can't really lose money, but I don't think I think you'd be very close to receiving always your initial investment in that kind of sense. But again, I don't make any promises. I don't have a crystal ball. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. And remember, you can always buy the coin and sell the coin that you can buy and G out. So you could basically, let's say you put in 0.5 SOL and then sold for 0.7. But then if you complain that it's gone to Radium and then they've got deck screener ads running for another 3 hours. Remember, 3 hours deck screener ads run for. For the next 3 hours, it goes up and it goes up to like 200k market cap. You can't be a person that therefore is ungrateful or, upset that, I should have stayed in. That was on you. You decided to G out. You have to take it with a pinch of salt on both ways, right? You can't always win ultimately. And it's your money. You do what you do with your money. But this is just a whistle-stop tour of how Pump.Fun actually works. And to get genuinely very good projects, or projects that the team and a community can push together and hold the floor. Like, a lot of these projects don't actually go anywhere because they've got nobody holding the floor. So when it gets stuck at like 20k market cap, it'll just keep going down because everyone gets scared by a little dip. See what I mean? Like, this chart has not had any time to breathe. It really hasn't had any time to breathe. Let's see if I can go 5 minutes. Right, so it's you're getting people selling already on Pump.Fun, which is, again, in my opinion, I think that's very, very stupid. But then again, I don't know who the team is that is doing this. I'm presuming it's off that Aussie Olympic breakdancer Raygun. So it's like a meme off that, right? If you don't have a team that's got a marketing budget that's willing to spend on it and to drive things through, it's never ever going to get anywhere, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, guys, that's basically a whistle-stop tour of Pump.Fun. Buy and sell at your own risk. I'll just give you a coin that I'll be looking into, or I might be working with a dev with, and maybe a couple of other of my guys might be helping, like Spartan, for instance, that will be helping me to assist a dev with their project. But otherwise, look, the onus is on you. You don't have to invest. Nobody's putting a gun to your head at the end of the day. But yeah, I'll be revealing one tomorrow and we'll see where that goes. All right, guys, catch you in the